Move! Go! Please! Go! Мирно! Свободно!
They always attacked us in the center for two reasons. One, if you pick the center, of course, then it's easier to conquer the country. Then before that, before the 10th, 11th, 13th century, around the 9th century, there was like two Bulgarians, because when Bulgarians came, if we imagine that this is Bulgaria, there were three brothers. So one of the brothers that was with one of part of Bulgarians, he came here where is Macedonia, and the other here above where is Romania today. So that part that is Bulgaria today, and Greek and Turkey, so like this, it was all Byzantine Empire. When the Byzantines, they were really angry that we picked those two lands there, just like coming a tribe and said, okay, we're gonna live here against the entire empire, and they couldn't do anything to throw us away. So it was the centuries of battles and fights. But I said there was one moment when the Byzantines decided to attack the brother that was above. So the other brother kind of remained him behind. So I said, okay, this is my brother, and he wants to help him. The result was that we conquered also the part that is today Bulgaria, forming the almost entire Balkan community. The Bulgarian Tsar always sent it here someone who he could trust, like the brother, the cousin, or it was, as I said, really important who was the ruler here. In the 13th century, that was the cousin. So when he came here and saw the church, he saw the mountain and the place, he kind of fell in love. So he decided to, as a royal member, of course, he decided to pick the church for the private usage, because it was too small for the royal families. He decided to build the second part, just enlarge it, and you can actually see they just maintain the same style. But there's two floors. The initial idea was the second floor to be the church, and the first floor and the old part that when we enter you'll see that it's kind of a one room or one hall. It was for the crypt for the royal members, from the members from the royal family. That's never happened, because when they finished the church, the Ottomans came, they conquered the place. As I said before, they always looked for the main church in the villages and the city to transform it into the mosque. Here the thing didn't happen because there was also a big earthquake. The earthquake destroyed the roof, so actually it's easy to see also that is kind of new building. It's pretty fresh, it's 100 years only. So when the roof was destroyed, it just kind of fell, and there's not a lot of windows, but it sealed the first floor and the entire first floor. So the church was abandoned for 3 centuries. In the 17th century, the Ottomans, they changed the idea, allowing the locals to have their own religion, to be Christians, let's say. So the people from the village opened the church, they kind of cleaned it and did some restoration. When we are inside, I'll show you which of the frescoes they remake them. For our luck, there's just few of them, like 2 or 3. So the frescoes from 13th century are the ones that are mostly inside and they're really good shape. And that church is in the UNESCO list because of the frescoes. So what's the difference? You went to Plovdiv, so to show you saw there the frescoes. The churches they're not entirely filled with the frescoes, but still the faces of the saints, of the angels, is like copy paste. There's no expression. There's no female. There's no male. The only thing that changes maybe a bit the hair and the clothes. Here the artist wants to present the real life. So he observed, we believe actually, he observed the people into the village. So the faces that we're going to see inside are the people that used to live around. And the main thing is a fresco of the royal family. So for us, again, that is the real portrait of the royal family during the 13th century. So there's the Tsar, his life, and the cousin and the life. So when we enter inside, I'll show you which of the frescoes are really kind of different than the others. Then we also believe that the artist was very close to the royal family, so he had a bit more freedom than the other artists that they used to color or to draw the church. Because you know that the church is really strict. How should be colored the church? What should be there? There's really strict canons that the Jesus should be drawn like this and the icons should be there. He didn't. He had more freedom to kind of change a bit those rules. So pretty much that's the basic of the history. Then the 9th century, 19th century, there was a local rich person that bought the church and the land around the church. He had the genius idea to destroy the church because he wants to build a house for his own family. Of course, the neighbors, they wasn't
Passport holder.
Rachel,
Rachel.
Susan,
Yes.
Leon, Emmanuel, Irine,
Aaron.
a monk in the end of the 9th century, the beginning of the 10th century, that's called Ivan of Riva, and he built the Riva monastery. He was one of the first hermits ever on our lands. So there was monks from everywhere that they went to him just to take the example what was and how was his way of living, just to learn what it means to be Christian. So the saint that is the cause of that monastery here was one of his students or disciples. So that is actually let's go a bit slower down.
Okay.
That I'll show you the image.
Uh-huh.
So the one that was here.
Oh, yeah.